Level 1 wrap up. Wildness. Okay. Okay, let me go to my notes. I want to hear from you guys the most important things for us to focus on today as well. The focuses that we've talked about have been sales Q&A. I know some of you guys are just have questions about how you will want to market this in your business. And if you were one of the people that requested this and you're only seeing this after, then we can add this in. If you're staying for level 2, we can add this into level 2, or feel free to just drop a question in the WhatsApp, because I know we've got some traveling members, but I'm happy to answer any of that. Towards the end, I want to get through a couple reminders. The psychedelic protocol, yay, we're going to share all of that, and I'm going to paste it in the app. I know we have been talking about that for weeks, so definitely going to make time to deliver that today as promised. And then there was a request for a travel protocol, and I feel like that makes sense, right? You guys could use intuition with it, but I'm happy to just give you all of the things that I'm using for my travel protocol. And then you guys are welcome to share if there's anything that you're doing that is really helpful. Obviously, this can be collaborative in that sense. And then we are going to do some practice today if we have time. If not, if you have the desire to practice, to look at someone else's field and to be cleared. And then the good thing is that you can someone else might be able to see something that you're missing, right? Because unless we're really, really, really good at separating the ego, then sometimes even I will miss things that are on me. But this is also why just memorizing the main symptom, right? Like for each dark force, I gave you this number one symptom of that dark force is so helpful, because then even if like your ego didn't tell you it was there, your pendulum didn't tell you it was there, like you know that bitch is there, because you're like, I literally have the main symptom of this attachment, so I'm gonna go and remove it. So you've got so many different ways to work through these main common dark forces that we have dealt with over the last, oh my God, 12 weeks. Wow. You guys made it. I'm so proud. I'm just really honored. I just want to also make sure, okay. Thanks, Cameron, for letting me know, Queen. I'm just really honored, and I want to just thank you guys for joining me on this journey and trusting me to lead you off into, what feels like the deep end at first, because it is new. It is kind of cutting edge and a little cray-cray, right? People don't talk about this in the everyday life as much as, we get to in here, but that's also part of what makes this so fun. But I just want to, in case we're in a bunch of questions and stuff at the end, take a moment now to congratulate you. I hope you're feeling what a big shift this is and how this knowledge is just power, right? So remember that you have so much more power now just using all of these protocols. They will work. You can always edit them. Pay attention to what God and Jesus are guiding you to do, right? Because there may be something that you need that I haven't uncovered yet, right? I'm just one person building and editing and working on these protocols, but you've got a really strong basis now for all different types of entities, for the most effective, fast, most powerful energy work. And so I just thank you. I appreciate you for showing up, for bringing your beautiful energy, for trusting me to take you somewhere super random, super wild, right? Off in the deep end. And for just sharing all of the value that all of you guys brought to the group. There are so many wise women in this group, and I've just loved hearing your perspectives, your experiences, how you're using the tools, what's best for you. It's been just, we're probably gonna get emotional, like you guys know I do, but it's been like a dream to teach this content. Like I'm obsessed with this content. Obviously, no one would spend so much of their free time like I do studying this stuff. And so just thank you guys for just, this was my first group on teaching this, and I'm so excited. There's already a demand to teach level 1 again. And yeah, thank you guys just for allowing me the space to share these protocols and this wisdom, and to bring your wisdom into the mix. It's been like insane. It's been life-changing for me. So anyway, I would love to just take a moment for all of us to just reflect on, if you have somewhere that you're taking notes, for the program. It's really important to do this when you sign up for something that's a multi-month journey. I've always done this with all of my containers, just to take a moment and reflect on how you feel now compared to when you started the Priestesses of Protection, right? How are you feeling now? We're going to be, by the way, guys, we're just going to be using that as the overall name for the program. And then I want you, the second question is to just think about one really specific benefit you've noticed. It doesn't have to be that specific, but if there is something that you've noticed that was like a pleasant surprise, right? Like it wasn't something that you expected to get out of being a part of this course and this community, but it was like a cherry on top. That I'm way more powerful than I thought I was. So good. I feel that, girl. Even just reading those words, I can feel your power. So good. You're all so strong. Pleasant surprise, the community. Yeah, so good. From our resident TA. Love you. So good. Yeah, I would love to know. Share in the chat, guys. I would love to know. I just also I wanted us to all just have this for ourselves, right? Because you gave me your time and your energy in this, and I value that. And so I wanted everybody just to have a moment to reflect on, what they received in return from this, especially if there's something like unexpected that you didn't know you were going to get. But it's like, wow, how cool. That happened too. Amazing. If someone wants to come off mute and share, they're welcome to, or you can drop it in the chat. Okay, I'm going to read some of these. The divine assignments that were given to me once I had the tools in the community to find them. Okay, to fight them. So you mean like, by the way, aren't you still in Peru? Yeah? Okay.
Yes, I am. Have very bad Wi-Fi because, mountains.
So good. I'm honored that you joined us. Thank you for being here, honey. The divine assignments that were given to you once you had the tools in the community to fight them, right? So like you're saying your intuition, your downloads, your connection just grew stronger, or you're welcome to put it in your words.
Yeah, it's like a lot of, like I've been a medium for several years, but now that I had all of this knowledge, like things that they've been hinting at for a long time were able to come in fully when I was ready for them. So now I have the tools and also like a big community to help them with. And also lots of other like on the DL Dark Horses people have been coming in as well. Like even in the last week I've met 2. So we're adding.
Oh, people that are ready for level 1? Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. Or amazing. Like already know and are like, okay, yeah, let's dive in on that.
Let's go. Okay, amazing. I'm going to host a workshop on this in a month. So I'm going to send you that link. That's so great. Amazing. Okay. Yeah. I think I have noticed your intuition personally has skyrocketed because we worked together one-on-one before too, right? So I've had a lot of experience with you one-on-one. Yeah, like your intuition is skyrocketed. Like now think about that too, right? You hired a psychic and you were like, wow, I'm way more intuitive than this person. Never wasting that money again. So like that's a big ROI. You are never going to spend $200 a session asking someone else what they think about your life.
Exactly, yes.
So good. I love that. Okay, you guys, would people prefer to come and share, or do you want me to read these? You don't have to, like no pressure, but you're welcome to share.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely feel like my intuition has grown stronger. Like everything's grown stronger. My sensitivity to everything and my intuition, and even just my awareness around what's out there, where before I think obviously it was always out there. I just didn't see it. And now that I have this vision, it's like I can't unsee it, and it's pretty wild. But I love that I feel more protected. I feel like safer just walking through life, and like that when I go places and I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's not just anxiety. It's probably because there's something in there that I'm feeling. So now I know I can't just shield myself, and it's like, okay, oh, great. Like whatever, like I'm good. So exactly. I like that. I feel really powerful, and that I have that power for myself and to help others. Like it's really cool to get the responses from people when I do work on them, and they're like, oh my God, this has changed, or you're so powerful. Cause I'm like, I did it. I don't know it's like in my mind, I'm like, I don't know if it worked. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But then I them to tell me, like, please let me know if you notice any changes, and I check in with them, and there's always something.
always
So
something.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I love
God shares with you. When you do God's work, he wants you to know right away. Great job.
Yeah. Do more.
Do more. Great job.
Good job. Do more.
So good. And I remember that feeling too of like wondering why I didn't like certain people or I hated being certain places that felt really dark. And now it's like, oh, I can go anywhere and just clear it, or I can not go and I don't have to feel weird. It's not about me. It's the energy that's in there. Right? Like I used to kind of take that, like I personalized it. Like there's something wrong with me if it's hard for me to be in those places. Or if I'm in a club, I feel like I have to like drink a lot, you know? It's like, no, it's just the energy in there.
Yeah. Like going to a family event. I mean, for a few years, I was taking every time I went to like a bigger family event. It was just so much, so many energies and so much. And now I'm like, I could just shield myself. Like
So
that's
good.
okay.
So good. So good.
Better.
Wow. That's a massive benefit. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So great. We don't need any of these medicines, right? Because those things will have side effects. Pharmakia, it's like, you know, the pharmakia is the Greek root of the word that they got sorcery from. And then they also built pharmacy from it. You guys can look this up. It's a little wild, right? Yeah. There's natural ways. I try to do everything the natural way if I can. We're human, but there are other ways to do things too. So good. So stronger intuition, awareness of everything. Like you can see so much more, feeling protected and powerful. Fuck yeah, girl. Would you like me to share yours, or do you want to share? You raise your hand. You're welcome to come on and talk to us. Hello, my love.
Yeah, I was writing in my journal, like, I am so grateful to all of you for helping me with, she's so much better. We had a fight last night, but I was like, all right, I'm trying to stay in my, and I just put shields on me and put shields on her. I'm like, we're not going to talk, you know?
Yeah. Good.
It has a lot of issues, but I feel like that thing in her, I would see it and it would attack me. Like she has physically attacked me. She's beaten me up, pulled my hair, punched me. I mean, like for a daughter to do that to her mom, and it was like, it wasn't her.
It wasn't her.
But things are calmer, and we're able to be like, okay, this is getting heated. She's getting upset, and she's able to control and regulate her emotions more. And I'm putting shields on me and her, and I feel like it's keeping. I think when you have a brain injury and the aneurysm, I've seen that with my dad too. Like he had open heart surgery. I think there's something in surgery when you get other people's blood, other people's energy. You don't know what you're getting. You know, like
Yeah.
I've seen people shift after a critical surgery. So I feel like I've been battling that since she was 5. And I just feel like something's better, you know, whatever it is, she's much, much better. And I do love the community. All of you are so wonderful. And I love how we all like, let me help you with this, and let me help you with that, and let's figure it out, and let's do it together. And I would love to continue that. I think that's great. Yeah, definitely great testimonials for me. I have other women I like to introduce, but I was waiting until like it was open, you know?
Yeah, thank you. No, that would be amazing. And I think it's easier for people to just start from the ground up, right? Because it's a long transition that we went through together. And then it's nice to have that cohort where you're like figuring this out at the same time.
Yeah, and I've seen my clients really loving it. I've had a few sessions this, you know, since I've been doing this that I wasn't expecting, which is great, which is like, all right, if I get a surprise session, I'll continue to pay Nicole, and they keep coming up. So I'm like, great, I meant to do this, you know?
That's God. I love that. That's so amazing. So good. And I want everybody to get an ROI. So we can talk to, if you want to market, like how you want to build this into, I'm happy to help with that as well. Get into any language if you guys are interested in some support with sales and marketing for this. I just want everybody to be able to use this however you want to use it.
Yeah, thank you for the support. And one thing I did write in my journal, and I guess I've always been pretty naive. At the same time, I've tried to be savvy, but I guess what's really making me sad is why would someone do so much evil to like all of the people in this group? You know, like you said, you felt like being attacked. I've spoken to, I think all of us have felt this energy. And I guess I'm just so sad. It's like, why are humans so evil? Like, am I so naive? Like, we're all meant here to be in love. And I feel like this is helping turn things around and spotting what is not human, what is an entity, you know, like now I'm looking at celebrities, but they're a batillion, you know.
There's some other hands raised, so I just want to allow everybody to share, but that's so beautiful. And I think what you said, just to reflect that back to you, that's so important, is that yes, I used to feel very sad that people were just, that people have been operating like this. However, on the flip side, this is such a great awareness now that we're bringing more people onto team. Here's what's really going on earth. And more people are getting excited about it and they want to be able to see clearly. They want to understand all of this. Earth is an information exchange. It's just a really valuable planet in terms of resources and energy. And so it makes sense that there would be a battle over it, just like how wars are fought between continents, right, or countries. But I think, like what you said, it's like the beautiful side of it is that we're all growing in awareness together. And so all these light beings are now going to have more power and we can overpower them. Amazing. Vita, you had your hand raised. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My love. Would love to hear your experience.
Yeah. Oh, I really resonate with a lot of what you just said. So I'm also excited to dive into that. But I wrote, after this Priestess of Protection course, I am feeling more aware, empowered, intuitive, sensitive to energy, and discerning of where I put it. I'm more accountable to ritual and that routine of sacred self-care in my daily life, my daily practice. It has unexpectedly brought me closer to my partner. I really enjoy doing our Sunday night rituals where we have the full protocol and, you know, then it's like we're both prepared to go into the week just totally clear and doing the best work we can. And since it works in the film industry, like adjacent to entertainment, I'm like, oof, I'm really glad we got into this. I have a better awareness to know what's mine and others with regard to my practice. I was feeling unsafe to expand in my body before I started this course, between parasites and being energetically depleted, and both of those things are connected. So I feel like, you know, as of now, I have the capacity to scale much more in my visibility without fear of draining myself. And it's happening. I have some really amazing opportunities and more abundance coming in, and I need to use that tracker more. I keep forgetting to do that, but it's definitely happened that I've been able to grow my wealth and hold more in general. And also a better relationship with Jesus Christ. I wrote a little bit about this in the chat, but I grew up in a very, very Catholic household and, you know, just a kind of skewed perception of him. And I have really enjoyed getting this different lens through this group. And it's, you know, inspired me to read a lot more into Dolores Cannon's work and, you know, watch The Chosen. So I am really happy about that and looking to deepen my connection with him. And then lastly, meeting amazing priestesses, this group, and even Nicole through Jadeva. 2 weeks ago, I have a call today with Olivia.
Nice.
So I feel like my relationship and my wounds with community are really being healed here. And even if I don't chime in all the time, like I come in and out of the WhatsApp because I can get overwhelmed. I really just value all of the beings in this cohort, and super grateful to be here.
That's amazing. I love that. And I think what you said was super big for me too. In the middle there, you were talking about how now you've got more energy that to hold a bigger container in the business, and it's just naturally making you more money because you are not feeling as drained. Because wow, it turns out it's not always people draining us. I mean, sometimes it is, but it's a lot of this energetic stuff, these inorganic energies, entities, demons, etc., draining our energy, and we weren't even aware of what was going on, right? And how they're playing with our environments. Yeah. So
and the
good.
detox ritual, like if you're doing one-on-one sessions, it's so important, like not to take on that.
Yes.
And I just didn't have that tool in my toolbox, the energy detox. So I found like I'm blocking my calendar less because I used to just have whole weeks blocked off and then I'd lose clients. And so I'm not doing that now. I'm feeling much more capable.
So good of just like being able to flow with everything that pops up.
Yeah.
So good.
Exactly.
Oh, That's like that's when life feels juicier, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, and
easy.
saying yes to things more, like also, I mean, and this coincided with, parasites and mold detox and all the things. So now that I'm feeling a bit more energized, I'm able to be more social and not
Yes.
like be in self-protection mode. But as you said, I'm more aware of the discernment of who I say yes to and where I go with my energy.
So good. Yeah, because it's our most valuable commodity. Amazing. Did you want to share? You want me to just read this? You were the only one who wrote something, I think, that didn't have a chance to share. Does anybody else want to share? I just want to make sure I'm not, or we'll get into the rest of the reminders I had. Would you like to share that, love?
Yeah. So I've just felt sort of calmer and more clear since, doing the protocols and learning all about it. And yeah, definitely, just more abundance flowing in more easily, it feels. And being able to, help my clients with this as well. And really, just feeling like it's more sort of aligned with my life purpose as well, with the energy clearing and able to do that.
Yes.
So that's sort of given me a route into that, which is amazing. Yeah, and like people have been saying, just this community and being able to talk openly about these things, is just nice. And
You guys are all my favorite people now.
yeah, they're all amazing. Yeah, that's it basically.
Amazing. Okay, awesome. Jen, you're not on camera, but I know that you mentioned that I know you sent me a note, so we can chat after unless you wanted to come off camera for a second, but there's no pressure. We can just pop into, would you like to chat, Jen? Yeah, I just noticed you weren't on camera, so I didn't know if you wanted to share.
I'm still in bed. That's
Oh,
why.
good. Okay, good for you, love. Keep it relaxed today, Queen. You're welcome to share.
Things are. I mean, I know it's getting overwhelmed because I was dealing with so much stuff right now because you know what's going on with me on a deeper level. But I just wanted to say I am so incredibly grateful, and I truly believe in divine timing that I was led here for a reason at the specific time, because I would have never been able to defeat that practitioner by myself without this information. And that was some scary, heavy shit she was putting on me. And I was able to successfully clear it every single time with this protocol.
So good.
And I just feel so much more empowered. And I'm very, very grateful, to God, to leading me to you, and then for you for, all the great work you've done helping me out. And the fact that I now have the power and the ability to really protect myself is amazing.
So good.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your beautiful energy with us. And yeah, you've got some other things going on too, but I can tell how much more grounded and centered you feel using the tools. And you and I have a similar story, right? Different like professional backgrounds, but things in our lives that opened us up to lots of, just spiritual warfare at a young age, right? And so it can feel pretty confusing until there are just processes, right? My whole point with this is that like I'm a person who needs to be super, super organized. Like I just need to know, okay, there's a problem, here's how we solve it, right? At least have the base of that. And so that was kind of the thinking for the way that I outlined level 1 with each type of entity, the most common ones, and what their symptoms are, so and what they look like. So you've got a million ways to hunt these guys down. And then, just like the basis of the clearing, and then intuition can take you guys even further, right? Because you know your higher self better than I do, but it just gives you that basis. So good.